mindset of the podcasting before you go into it is really important. And so, because if you're gonna start a podcast, my thought is to kind of think about it as an experiment. Because it is kind of a different medium, it's kind of scary. It's not like you're typing something that can be changed later. Even if you put something live on a blog, you can change it later if there's a mistake. Like podcasting, sure, I guess you could edit it, but like, we're too busy. We're not doing that in that way. Like, we're not taking out mistakes in our voices. And so it's just kind of scary. So if you go into it not expecting perfection, it can help. Nothing's ever going to be perfect, and so you just have to run with things and consider it an experiment. Not necessarily expecting it to succeed, and kind of saying like, we'll see. Like that's kind of my favorite phrase sometimes.
I can attest.
In the office, it's like, we'll see. And then you know what? And it worked out. Like so, this I just want to say it's worked. This podcast has worked out because. You know why? Because we're in Portland. That's what I feel. I feel like everybody's been very amenable to being on the podcast because Portland. People are showing up to our office that we've never met, and they're like, "What? Who are you?" Okay, and
Sounds like Byron.
Yeah, Byron was kind of like, "It's Veracity." He's like looking around. And then we had Mike and Amy on the show. Mike and Amy with the Wolf. We thought that'd be funny, so Mike and Amy interviewed them, and we'd never met them.
I was not invited to that recording session.
Yeah, that was only
Byron was invited. I got to be one of the hosts.
and then he was kicked off.
Mainly because your name.
Yeah.
It was only because of my name. So I thought it would be fun to do Mike and Amy versus with Mike and Amy. And then I guess I must have been really bad because I haven't been asked to host since.
But anyway, but it's so Portland because I never met them. And then Amy and I now are texting about having her daughter babysit my kids. I mean, Portland. So that's why it's like, well, if it's working out and it's not hard to get guests, then we're just gonna keep it going, you know? And the other thing that I've noticed through this and why it is successful now, because I guess it is because it's been a year, is that the media actually has our backs. So first of all, I was telling the guys I hate it when people in a presentation ask a question and ask you to raise your hands, but I'm going to do it because I want to know how many of you work in PR? Like how? Okay, so maybe like half.
H. Kevin.
Well, it's just hard. Like we have a hard job. We think the media hates us half the time, but they don't. You just need to know that they're busy. And just the fact that they're showing up for this podcast is showing us, all of us PR people, that they're here for us. And when they ignore our pitches, it's just because they're busy. It has nothing to do with us. It's just their workload. So that's that.
Speaking of workload,
Okay.
there's got to be like a way to make it, you're not all over the place, right? You gotta kind of have a process that you go through.
Definitely develop processes. I'll say that our recording sessions vary anywhere from 45 minutes to an hour and 15. That's a long episode. And a lot of editing goes into sort of trying to whittle that down less now because we have clients, we have other obligations. But about 7 hours of work actually goes into producing one of these episodes.